So, hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Hyperfixation, the podcast, your weekly deep dive into the niche and the eccentric. We're joined by Dungeon Master extraordinaire and one of my very, very good friends, Kieren Gregory.
What the up, everybody?
I'm gonna have to censor that, Kieren. I'm gonna put that.
I've been planning that since you gave me the
Yes.
rules.
Yeah, so I told Kieren to try and avoid swearing if at all possible, and he's taken that
I'm
very
good.
well.
Yeah, I take my acting classes very
Yes.
seriously.
How do we know each other? We're both actors.
Yes.
And we studied together. We studied acting together
At NIDA.
at NIDA, and we've been friends ever since.
Exactly.
And I wanted to get you on the podcast very early. In fact, you're one of the first people I messaged, and then
Wow,
you
yeah,
were
right.
so kind to go on a trip to America for like 18 weeks.
And immediately be like, oh, that sounds great. Yeah, I can't make it.
Yeah, 100%. Because you and I, we've played a bit of D&D together.
Yes. Am I like your most knowledgeable D&D friend?
I would say, yeah.
'Cause
You've definitely played it the most out of anyone. I
Yeah,
know.
I've played it for a long time.
You played it for like, there was a period of time where you were playing it like once a week for like years, weren't you?
Yeah, so I reckon I played it almost once a week, maybe once a fortnight,
Yeah.
with my group of friends back in Victoria.
Yes.
And I think we played, like Sam and Alex
Yes.
and all those guys and TK.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to watch the podcast. So we used to have like regular ones. We had multiple running campaigns. So.
I guest appeared in one of them.
Yes, that's right. You did. Was it the
It was
Star
a,
Wars
it was a
one?
Star Wars
Yeah.
D&D campaign.
You know that I've run that
over Zoom?
over Zoom,
Or
yeah,
Discord.
on Discord, yeah. And I've only ever ran 3 or 4 sessions of that.
Yeah.
And that group of friends in particular have said that like that has been one of our favorite games that we've ever
Really?
played. And they've been hounding me to run another session ever since.
Well, I'm keen.
The last session was the one that you joined.
Oh.
I haven't ran it since 2022.
I was going to say that was years ago. I
Yeah.
remember like two
First-
things. I remember everyone had lightsabers and that was really
And you're like-
unbalanced
you're like,
because
what-
everyone had lightsabers.
Why do they all have lightsabers and why are none of them Jedi?
Yeah, no one was Jedi. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, either Alex or TK. Their character just had a duffel bag full of
That was
lightsabers.
Alex.
That was
No,
Alex.
yeah,
Yeah,
Alex created
of like
a-
6 lightsabers, like General Grievous. So we're gonna have a little session.
Yes.
So you're gonna be my DM, and I'm gonna be
am.
the player.
I was going to bring like a wizard hat, but I couldn't find it.
I'll put it in post. I'll put a little wizard hat on you. That's too much effort to animate for an hour.
Can you,
I'll put it on for a frame.
yeah. Can you put it on for a frame? Like anytime I go to roll a dice, can you shoot like little like
Yeah, I
like
can do that.
Can I do like if I
a
if,
little
if I
lightning effect?
yeah like a little zzz, like every time
Yeah.
I roll something magical.
Do you want it to be kind of cool or a bit lame? I think it's got to be a bit lame.
I think that if I actually was a wizard,
Yeah.
I think it would be a bit lame. Like I was having this conversation with a friend of mine over like coffee or chatting, and I was making a joke about someone once making some absurd comment about me being a sex wizard, and I was like, and then
Yeah.
the joke was like, if you were going to be a wizard, you want to be a sex wizard. I said, well, actually, if I was going to be a wizard, I'd shoot lightning out of my hands. I swore again, and I apologize.
No need to apologize.
Like, I was like, if I'm going to be a wizard, why would I want to have intercourse
Oh,
when
of
I can
course.
go like that? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
yeah. So
Yeah.
everyone's like flying. I'm like, no.
Now, because basically we're going to be doing this role-playing game for 1 or 2 episodes, usually what I ask at the end of an episode, we talk about the subject matter and we talk about it because like we're sort of doing a role play.
Yeah.
I'm going to move the question I ask at the end now.
Oh, sure.
D&D, you've played it a lot. I've played it a lot. We've played it a lot together.
Yep.
What do you like so much about it? What is it that really tickles your pickle?
Well, and you know
Makes
me,
your wizard hat
what,
erect.
what makes my wizard hat float up off of its surface that it's sitting on?
Yeah.
It's like I guess it's the same reason I enjoy any like kind of tabletop or like those
Yeah.
kind of board game nerd kind of games.
Yeah.
You know, we're all nerds here. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like it's you know it creates like the community is usually the best part. Hanging out with it's like a hangout with your friends. An excuse
Yeah.
to get together, especially when you know past the ripe old age of like 18 and you get into your 20s and you start working
And
then
you start getting busy.
you start getting busy, and especially when you're a creative and you're trying to like work full time, and then on top of that,
You're juggling a lot of balls.
Like, well, did you want to talk about my balls?
See, it was contextual. Hang on. I'll give you a... That wasn't quite a zing, but...
Yeah, no, I guess it's for us it's always been like a way to just like not an excuse to hang out, but like
Yeah.
that, but also like especially when I was in like my earlier years before I like went to like NIDA and
Yeah.
like probably committed to like trying to make a career out of acting and stuff. It was a good creative outlet.
Yeah, 100%.
It also works as a really good creative outlet for some of my friends and stuff who would otherwise be like less creative in the industry. Like,
Yeah, 100%. It's something that allows a bit of escapism.
100%.
It's something you can get immersed in
Yeah.
and then just tap out of when you're done.
yeah, and
you
all,
know?
and all of us
Good,
are
clean
like,
fun.
Yeah, and all of us like a lot of us would have grown up with things like Star Wars and like Lord of the Rings, and
100%.
and you can kind of like and you know as depending on how you like, you can like your D&D in multiple different ways. Like you can,
Yes.
some people like to have really serious games, a bit of drama, and they like to you know have like these kind of conversations. I, on the other hand, tend to not thrive in the drama.
We like to have a bit of tongue in cheek,
Bit more
energy.
tongue-in-cheek, slapsticky kind of like stuff is usually what like my characters all tend to be. And then I also
Yeah.
I ran a game. I got paid to run a game for my friend's kids at a birthday
got
party. I got
paid?
paid to run a D&D game at a birthday party.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then it was like they got there, and I was like, "All right, so I heard you guys have played D&D before. How like loose are you with the rules? You really know them?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't really use the rules." And I was like,
cool.
"What do you mean?" They're like, I was like, "Oh yeah, we just kind of like, which realistically you can just." Rule number one is you don't have to follow the rules in the rule
Yes.
book. Like you actively encourages you to like have fun and be liberal with them and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But maybe it's just because I'm older and they're all like teenagers and they're like, oh, we just do whatever we want. It just kind of goes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but what about the structure?
But like, how does like combat work?
Yeah. No, they're like literally. I was like, all right, we're gonna roll for initiative. And they're like, what's initiative? And I was like,
Oh my word.
I was like, what do you mean?
I came to you with a bit of a brief, like, hey, let's just do like a little one shot, one player, one DM, and just see what happens. I'm happy for it to be a base D&D, but based off our vibe, we've played with each other. I've been a DM, you've been a DM.
Yeah.
And we'll just see how it goes.
Great. Yeah.
We're also using D&D Beyond. And
Not sponsored.
not sponsored, but it's great.
But if you'd like to sponsor us, Forgotten Realms,
please,
Yeah.
please, that would be great. With heaps normal and D&D Beyond,
We got so-
the most synergy there has ever been between two different companies. D&D Beyond, if you're interested in D&D or tabletop RPGs, D&D Beyond is a great way to like get into it or get back into it if it's been a while. Like
Exactly
it's
right.
been a couple of years since I've even touched any D&D.
And if you want an unofficial way to find all the stuff, if you go into
Yes.
D&D Wiki,
D&D Wiki,
there's
yep.
it's like a Wikipedia for all of the D&D classes.
Yeah.
People have just
Oh.
posted them there.
I've got something for the set. I'll be back.
Oh, that's an old school monster manual. Yeah, dude. How'd you get this?
It's my dad's. It was my dad's copy from when he
Yeah,
played
from
back
like
in the
this
day.
is from like AD&D. This is like old school.
Yeah. It's my dad's copy.
I really love the old like ugly art.
Yeah, isn't it? It's so like
what is that? Is that like
Yeah.
is that a dinosaur or is that a bullet? You can't tell.
no
Like,
idea what that's meant to be.
I couldn't tell. I love the little like look at that megalosaurus. It's like
Yeah,
rawr. Like it's rawr. So many dinosaurs in here. This school has some similar qualities with yourself.
oh,
You want to see the picture? Or
Yeah, I
is that
do,
gonna have you-
actually.
Yeah. Bottom left.
oh no.
Yeah.
We'll include a photo of that.
That one for him?
Oh yeah, perfect. I'll be able to zoom in on that. Yeah.
See, that guy's like got him.
Yeah, we.
You were trying to do a character description.
Yeah, so my character's name is all of this will be available on the Patreon, so I'll put my character sheet up on the Patreon and then people because you can put documents up there. I didn't know that,
Oh.
but you can put documents so you can I'll put up my character sheet.
Oh, why would I ever start an OnlyFans when I can
Well, just chuck everything on bloody
Just
Patreon.
start a Patreon?
So my character's name is Hyperfixation.
What does the J stand for?
It's a great question. And maybe that's something
Should
we'll
you save
find
it?
out
We'll
together.
We'll save it. Yeah,
Save it
great.
for the
We'll
podcast.
save it for the podcast.
Hyperfixation, pronouns he, him, is a male human fighter, level 3. We're starting with level 3. Points are in dexterity and charisma, because his subclass is, in fact, a gunslinger, which is a custom subclass made by Critical Role's Matt Mercer, Matthew Mercer.
There are two variants of it. There's one from the Critical Role team, but then I'm pretty sure that Forgotten Realms did an official one. In one of the books.
You know what? Let's just get into it. Like, that's boring. If I just talk about the character and we could just discover it as we go through.
It's up to you.
I think it's boring.
I think it's boring.
Yeah. I think it'll become obvious what I'm doing with the character pretty early in.
I think it'll become very obvious very quickly by the description of them coming into the town.
Yeah. There's a lot of like Easter eggs you'll find in the character sheet online, folks. Okay, I reckon we can get started.
Okay.
Shall you take it away, Kieren?
Yeah, I also will preface this for people watching is that I haven't actually ran a D&D game in like a year and a half. I am very rusty and maybe my descriptions may not be up to scratch, but I'm just going to wing it.
Yeah, please. That's D&D. It's homebrew. It's
Yeah.
something you can just do from home. It's just a bit of fun.
I'm also not particularly articulate all of the time. Like I don't use very big words. So when somebody says, "Oh, look at the magnificent splitting of the crevice in the rocks," I might just say there's a crack in the rocks.
I feel that's perfectly descriptive. If we understand what you're saying, who cares?
But and if I try to go, you might catch me rambling as I'm trying to just like describe places.
Hey, I won't edit it unless like
he just keeps going for like 6 years.
yeah. If there's a little bit of editing I can do to just succinct it, I will.
We
but
get it.
otherwise-
It's a tree.
yeah, 100%. But don't feel pressured.
Yep.
I can fix up anything in editing, and I should be able to get a rough cut to you to have a watch if you want.
Yep.
To then approve or,
Yeah,
just
no
approve
worries.
anything. I'm cutting the first 10 minutes where we're talking about people.
I figured.
Yeah, so no stress.
I figured it wasn't starting until we actually were talking about,
Yeah.
D&D.
100%. So
I also should preface this with, did you, if you just die,
I
like
think
how are you wanting this to go? Like let's say that if we get to this, like
I think
like,
if we die, we die, and that's the end of
And
the
that's the end
episode.
of it?
It'd
Okay.
be great if we could get at least one episode out of it.
yeah.
But if we don't, I guess
I
you
think
know.
I think yeah, I think you can.
Do you think I'll survive for another 40 minutes at least of recording time?
Yeah.
I'd like to get 2 episodes out of this character. at
I've
least.
given you a companion.
Yes. I've got a pet as well.
Yeah.
And also, sorry, before we start, is this a custom world? Is this
Like
or have you based this campaign on like a D&D campaign?
no,
like an official
this one I've just like
cobbled together.
whipped together because like a lot of the D&D one shots probably would last longer than a single session.
True.
And not a lot of them are designed for one person. So if this is something that you're like, wow, that was really fun, I want to do it again.
That does sound like me.
That's exactly sorry, I could do. I could do a better Noah impression if you'd like.
I'd like to hear your Noah impression.
I'd like to hear your Noah impression. You. Bronte, how am I supposed to know what I'm going to do in this D&D game?
I feel you've got elements of me.
I've got your intonation.
It's the best. It's the best impression of me that's been on the podcast so far.
It's like putting you in there. Like I've just got a vivid image of you in a handstand in acrobatics, and you're just like upside down. You just go, me, and then everyone's like, he did it, and then you go. That's all it takes, folks. A bit of gusto while you're upside down.
It's my finest moment.
Dude, it was.
I'm so glad you were there for it.
This is one of those my favorite things when I talk to friends and stuff, and I'm like, just remember that I have a very good memory.
Yeah.
No, this is not based on like the Forgotten Realms or anything. Granted,
Yep.
the good thing about D&D is that if you were to pick up a Forgotten Realms book or a pre-written campaign, you can just add your own towns in because it doesn't affect anyone else.
Yeah, cool.
So I might. What I was saying before I got distracted was that if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to like either in like private or on this again, if you're like, wow, that was really fun and people seem to like it. And you want to like get you and Bronte in or you and someone else in, there's a really cool campaign that's probably a bit more social styles than like combat, and it's more it's the it's like the dragon it's the dragon heist in Waterdeep.
Oh yes.
Yeah, where you basically are robbing a bank.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Which would be probably quite
A fun little
quite up your
campaign.
alley, yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not too. It's all low level stuff. Like it's not like
It's like 5 and under or something.
because the last time I ran a campaign was like they had to trek through the jungles of a complete new continent, and it was just
just rancid.
so long, dude. And also because all my friends are really good at D&D, I was like, here's this challenging thing that the book says is a challenge.
Yeah.
And then they would kill it, and then I'd be like,
Yeah. 100%.
and then Sam, for example, would be like, wow, I really thought that I would have died by now. And I'm like, I'm going to get you in the end of the game, and there's nothing you can do to stop that.
Yeah.
like
100%.
I can't wait for you to fight the final bad guy, and he walks in and just goes, and then you disintegrate. It's going to be really fun. Hopefully you actually succeeded the campaign before that happens. But when it happens, I'm going to be like, ha 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 ha! He wasted all his magic to kill one of you, and then they'll proceed to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, of course.
But
Yeah.
that's fine. Like,
Yeah, it is what it is.
it's D&D after all. Anyway, well, let's get started, I guess. Yeah. So our adventure begins. You're traveling on a wagon. You've been traveling for the last 3 days as you work through the winding paths. I've lied to you. We're actually setting this in the Forgotten Realms. You've been heading out of the big city of Waterdeep, which sits right on like the eastern coast of the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Of the actual continent of the name I cannot remember. So you've been traveling northeast into like the more mountainous and like foresty mountainous paths. And you've been traveling for about 3 days. You've been sent on a mission. You've heard that there's been a bounty placed on to go and help the town of the Hallowed Lookout.
The Hallowed Lookout.
Hallowed Lookout. You're also allowed to write notes if you'd like.
Yes, I will. Sorry, I was getting immersed.
No, that's fair. I was very good.
Yeah.
Right up until I forgot what the Forgotten Realms was.
I forgot what continent we were on. Yeah, I was like,
shut up.
I've lost the immersion a little bit.
Cut that. Cut it. And as you're traveling up through the winding paths, it's almost as if like the camera hands across the sky. There are birds, chirp chirp, as they fly through. They don't sound like that. They sound like real birds. It's very nice and blue. The cloudy sky, narrow paths. You have trees on either side of you as you're winding through up towards the Hallowed Lookout. The camera peers down and it lands on. Would you please describe your character?
So you see in front of you an older man in a hulking frame. He's about 6'1", old but broad-shouldered. Walks with a heavy step. He's wearing like a battered leather jacket.
Like a duster?
It's short length, like it's a normal jacket,
like a bomber jacket.
Kind of, yeah, like a leather bomber jacket, but it's faded and weathered and beaten.
Kind of like a pilot's jacket.
Yeah, I would say that, a pilot's jacket.
Yeah.
And then he's got some pants and boots. He's sort of got a bit of a hat as well. It's like a faded hat with like a wide brim. And it's sort of
like a round brim, or are you like a wide brimmed cap?
Yeah, round brim.
But does he have like the furry earmuffs?
No furry earmuffs.
No. And goggles?
Yeah, no goggles. He's got goggles on his belt.
Oh, okay.
Like they're attached to his belt.
Which is for in case he needs.
Yeah. He's got like a satchel and he's got a belt and he's got like goggles and he's got his weapons and stuff on them. There's something a bit like a cowboy about him, the way he's got a swagger to him. But he's old, he's withered, he's in his mid-80s.
Wow, so he's really old.
So he's old, but
he's a human.
He's a human male.
Yeah.
Fair skin, grey hair and a bit of a bushy beard.
Yeah, just to really like understand. So he's got what else, like when you say his weapons and stuff, what's on his...
So this is actually this is a D&D thing. He's a gunslinger. So he's actually got a revolver.
Yep, like a 6-shooter.
Yeah, like a 6-shooter, and he's got a few other pistols, like sort of around, hidden, like sort of underneath his jacket.
Yeah, all right.
Which we might get into later.
Cool.
And he's got a whole bunch of gear, and like he's got like all of
his adventuring pack.
Yeah, his adventuring
pack. But his adventuring pack
is
a satchel. Yeah.
Side satchel.
Does he have like bandoliers or anything with like bullets and stuff?
I feel like on the satchel band he's got like a few bullets.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so it's like a little bit of a bandolier.
And one 12 gauge.
For emergencies.
Yeah, just in case he needs to do some buckshot.
Yeah, 100%. If he finds a shotgun. He doesn't have one.
If he finds a double barrel, he can fire one of those barrels.
Yeah. And he walks...
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. And he walks with a heavy sort of like he's lived a long life.
I hope you understand that this is just the story of King Arthur, but instead of the Excalibur, it's a shotgun stuck in a rock.
Excalibur.
Yeah.
No. So and the brim of his hat, like with the sun coming down, is casting a bit of a shadow. So you really only see like his chiseled jaw and his face, in a bit of a scowl.
Yeah.
He's sort of like an old cowboy, like a Clint Eastwood type.
And I assume that because you're so decrepit, I mean, in your prime, years of 83.
Yeah, he's mid-80s.
Are you just kind of lounging in like the back of the wagon?
Yeah. He's got his hat like down.
Because when I said carriage, I actually meant wagon. These carriages are expensive.
Copy that. And when I described it, I totally forgot about the carriage and he was walking in my head.
Yeah,
but no, you're absolutely...
The swag, he's actually like, and like...
He walks with a swagger when he's walking.
Yeah.
He's not at the moment.
Currently he's swaggering while lying down.
Yeah. So he's lying down. He's got his hat like perched on his nose, covering most of his face. And he's just sort of like at the back corner of the wagon. Is there anyone else in the wagon?
Yeah, so as the camera pans down and like swoops up the back of the wagon, as you're slouched like kind of backwards like this with your hat down on the rest of your supplies, which have been dwindling because you've been traveling for 3 days.
I was about to say 30 years. He started when he was a young man.
I think he started when he was about 3 by the looks.
Yeah.
Man's been adventuring for 80 years, and he's only level 5.
That's it. It's a recent thing. He's come out of retirement.
Come out of retirement.
Yeah,
He's like, what were you before this? He's like, I was a cobbler.
Oh, carpenter, actually.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He's like, I made wooden frames, which is why
he's got a carpenter's kit with him. It's part of his backstory.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
We're not going into that, by the way.
No, this will be cut. This is just for your reference.
No, I want this to be. This should
Yeah.
probably be.
It'll come in later.
Yeah. So as the camera pans up, you see it goes, and it scans through, and
the rest of the wagon.
Look at the wagon. It's going to be like a kind of squarey thing with like the 2 bits that connect to a single horse. Yeah. There's like a seat at the front for
the driver.
The driver, yeah, and
let me mime it for you.
Yeah, thank you.
I waved my hands for audio listeners.
I did equestrian for 5 years to get that horse sound, so you guys are so lucky.
That's right, with the equestrian centre you had at your high school.
Yeah, stop telling everyone; they'll think I'm a ponce. And then so the you have the square frame. There's a couple of like juts or like struts that stick upwards. Yeah. And coiled around one of those struts is a purple and green snake. It's a small snake. It's not a large snake. Who seems to be resting. He's coiled around the top and his head is just perched on top of the strut. And he seems to be like just casually hanging out, not really doing anything. And he lets out a slight as he's hanging out. What did you just do?
No, I was just writing a note about the colours of the snake.
Okay. Purple and... Did I say purple and green?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you remember.
Thank you. That's why I wrote it down. I'm not going to remember that.
The snake might change colour in the middle of this game. And I'm glad you've written it.
Great character trait if it does.
Yeah. And then as the camera pans from the snake, so it gets a nice little... You see the snake and then it's going to glide over and it reveals a large hulking furry figure. It's a rather large bugbear. Now, I don't know if you are going to do images and stuff, but a bugbear is like a giant hairy goblin.
I'll put one in.
Yep. So a bugbear, for those that aren't looking, a bugbear is like a giant hairy goblin. They're usually a bit bigger than like a human, so they usually stand around the 6 foot.
Yeah, so they're similar height, I guess, or a bit bigger.
Traditionally, they would be a similar, if not a bit bigger. This one's 7'1".
That's a very specific height.
It's a very specific height.
Yeah. Yes.
So sitting there riding the cart is a bugbear. He is also wearing a similar kind of thing, similar kind of outfit, like the leathers, but he's got a long duster.
Yeah,
on,
cool.
And he's got a bandolier, but in the bandolier there are large bolts.
Yeah,
and
cool.
then slung over his shoulder, he has a heavy crossbow.
Amazing.
And then slung over, like slouching next to him as he's like riding, is a giant club. Not a hammer, a club.
A club.
Looks like
a blunt object.
A blunt object. It looks like someone has like fashioned it out of. They've just gone, a tree, and then they've just gone. This is my weapon now. Will I get a splinter? Who knows? Doesn't matter. I'm a furry goblin. and he's standing up there as you see your companions, J.J. Abrams, the snake.
The snake, J.J. Abrams.
And your companion of the last, I reckon you guys have been together for a good 3 decades. You guys are good friends.
We are good friends.
Yeah, you and Dubucker.
Dubucker. Chewbacca. Dewey for sure.
Yeah, Dewey for sure.
Yeah. Okay, how long have I known the snake, the pet snake? How long has that been around? Just out of curiosity.
How long do you think
I
you've had the
reckon
snake for?
that's a relatively recent thing.
I think-
I'd say
I don't
like
think
6
you're-
months maybe.
Yeah, I don't think you're happy about it.
And I'm not happy.
I reckon
my
the
character is not happy.
Yeah, I reckon the one person that your character's ever loved, Princess Maya.
I could accept Chewbacca. Princess Maya.
Maya Lordana.
Yeah. Princess Maya Lordana.
Also named by actual surname.
My one true love.
Actual surname, Ground Runner. You're gonna have to
One
edit,
of my one true loves.
you're gonna have to edit out me crying and laughing at my own jokes.
Yeah. 'Cause also, I had in my notes Callista Flockhart. Yeah, I've got a picture of Callista Flockhart in my. I'll leave the picture in of Callista Flockhart, but let it be unexplained.
It can be Callista Flockhart.
No. Princess Maya Dorlano is or whatever you said. Yeah, let's just sign on the name. Princess Maya.
I think, yeah, Maya, what did I say?
Lordana.
Lordana, yeah.
Yeah.
Maya Lordana, your one true love, who died recently. Yeah, so she gave you, the snake was hers, and it was a parting gift.
Oh,
And you do not like snakes.
I know.
I hate snakes.
I hate snakes.
But you're traveling along, you know, your wagon hits a little bump, and you grunt, the snake hisses, Dewey goes,
It's not bad. It's not bad. I wasn't sure what was going to come out. It was pretty good.
I was doing it over, and I was like, I'm gonna make it chewy at home, and then I was like sitting at my desk, and I was like, yeah, and as you guys, so you guys are just grooving along.
So Chewbacca is right.
Chewbacca's
is riding the horses.
is riding the horse.
piloting or driving the horses.
driving the wagon.
I'm in the back. JJ Abrams is called around the strut. And
Now, can you please hand me a perception check, please?
absolutely, this is the first dice roll of the game.
First
Folks.
dice
I'm
roll,
going to use
so
my lovely D20.
20-sided dice.
Oh, perception. Let me check my. That's a nat 19.
A natural 19.
A 19. Well, it's natural 17 plus 2.
Yeah, so it's
perception,
19. Yep. So as you're does Chewie also get it? Or, sorry, does Dewey also see it, or does Dewey miss it?
And just out of curiosity, I'm asleep at this point. Is this at disadvantage?
No. I didn't think you were sleepy. I thought you were just resting.
Snoozing. Just snoozing.
Yeah, you're old. You're just recharging.
Yeah, recharging.
You had
Recharging the batteries.
Yeah, you rode the carriage for an hour, and Dewey's been doing the last 8.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So it's coming like, you know.
As a bugbear, Dewey can,
They also have really long arms,
good to know.
which is there is a slight detour. There is a D&D build where if you play as a bugbear and you take the sentinel feat,
Yes.
and then you use a pole arm. Now a pole arm will give you like a longer spear, basically. That will give you an extra 5 feet of range, and then the sentinel feat is, and somebody moves in engagement range of you, you can make an opportunity attack.
Yeah, lovely.
And it reduces their movement to 0.
Yep.
And being a bugbearer gives you another 5 feet of reach.
Yes.
So someone's 15 feet away, you go, and they can't move anymore. It's
Goodness
it's
sake.
such a stupid build.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Dewey does not notice this, but as you're piloting along, and you're maybe a couple hours out from the town.
Yep.
Now this town is a notorious mining town. It's their greatest export. And
This is the hallowed lookout.
This is the hallowed lookout.
Yeah.
So basically, the way this town has been described to you geographically is that the winds through the mountain. It's like forest path. So it's like forest.
Yep.
And then it kind of, there's one single entrance into this town,
Right.
and it backs onto a mountain, and that's where the mine is.
Yes.
Now these guys have a great export of rare magical metals and stuff like that.
Cool.
And the reason you've been sent up is because they've been having trouble with some bandits, and they haven't been able to get trade through. So the reason you have so many suppliers in your thing, I know I said that they were limited. I've lied to you. You actually have a lot. You have a shipment of supplies.
A bit of an abundance.
Yeah,
of
so
supplies.
the reason
Personal supplies maybe a little
low, but you're
like,
also taking some supplies to them because for some reason they've had, some reason or another, you've been told that bandits have been stopping the supply chain. People have not been able to get in or out of the town.
I see.
Yeah,
It's been besieged by bandits.
kind of. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bandits.
I'm really getting into it.
Are you actually?
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
great. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Because I
love D&D.
I know you do.
Yeah.
So do I. Sometimes it's really hard for me to gauge if people are actually enjoying it.
I'm so in, bro.
And as you're riding along, Dewey's just like he's humming a song.
What's the song? Dewey, shut up.
And as you sit up to like tell Dewey to shut up, your old weathered eyes, they spot something in the distance on the path, maybe like another like 20 feet, about 20, 30 feet ahead of you. It's not too far. We're going to use feet instead of meters because everything in D&D is done imperial. I don't know why.
Yeah. Imperials.
I hate that.
The Imperials. I hate Imperials.
And you notice there's like, it's very faint. It's almost it's pretty well camouflaged. And you notice that Dewey hasn't noticed it and the snake is still sleeping. So he hasn't noticed it. And the horse is a horse. So the horse also hasn't noticed it. But you notice like the path is quite like, it's like, it kind of goes from like that cobbly dirt track road, and then it like discolors weirdly for like a maybe like a 10-foot like radius, and then it goes back to its normal color.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Very strange.
Yeah, you keep moving towards it.
Okay. Dewey, stop the wagon.
And he pulls back on the reins, and the horse stops maybe like 10 feet away from this discoloration.
I look and I join Dewey at the front of the wagon where the horses are, and see if I can notice anything suspicious either around the coloration or just like on the border of it, maybe in the trees.
Are you doing
nearby.
like? Are you trying to look, or are you going to get out and actively like search around?
I think I'm going to view from my vantage point first.
Yep. So you're going to do a perception check then.
Do a perception
The
check,
reason
so
I
I'll
asked that for people listening at home is there's a difference between perception and investigation. They're two different roles, and one uses your wisdom and one uses your intelligence.
So I've rolled a 4.
And while you're looking around, Dewey's also going to have a look. Dewey rolled a 12 again.
Yeah. Does Dewey know? I haven't seen anything, Dewey. Do you spot something?
And he kind of like shrugs a little bit.
That's a shame. I guess I better have a look.
You still have the knowledge that you saw something fishy from a distance.
Yeah.
And whilst you're not noticing, that discoloration is still visible to you. So rolling a new roll doesn't change the fact that you still saw
know
that.
something's fishy.
You know something. You have a sense that something's fishy, but you're not like, you don't necessarily know. You can't look at it and be like, wow, that's you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you can't tell.
Dewey.
You don't know what is wrong.
100%, but I know something's up. Yeah. Dewey. Look after the wagon.
And he watches, he unholsters his heavy crossbow, which is like, he's 7'1". The crossbow is like 4 foot.
Oh, wow.
It's
So
like-
it's like half of me.
It's like
2/3 of me.
It's like a ballista, but like a small one.
Yeah.
And I mean, statistically, it's just going to be a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, but it's massive.
It's massive.
So
Which actually, no, 4 foot is really, really big. It's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah, okay.
Because like, 4 foot's like a full on halfling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's massive.
He's got a Frodo sized crossbow.
Gandalf! So I climb down from the wagon and take out my revolver.
Yeah.
From my
Can you give me a dexterity roll with advantage, please?
a dexterity, just a standard
Just
dex
a standard
roll
dex roll. Just add your dexterity.
with advantage.
With
You
advantage,
said?
yeah, because you're a seasoned adventurer.
Let me take my other d20 out.
So advantage is when you roll 2 dice and take the highest number. Am I meant to be doing this?
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
helpful. Yeah.
Cool.
Like this is a fun game. So I rolled a 17, and then my dexterity is +3, so that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, great. As you dismount the carriage, you do it, carefully and like swiftly, but like, like you move through the motions that you've done. I was actually just making you to roll to see if you'd made your hip sore a little bit. happens.
Oh, that's all it was.
That one was just for me.
Whether I broke my ankle on the way down.
It was more like if you got down and you went, no, my back.
Yeah,
just keep
okay.
going. But you're fine, you get down. Haven't stretched this
Take
morning.
out my revolver and I sort of adjust my hat.
Yeah.
And then sort of swagger a bit closer to this coloration, see if I notice anything.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Roll an investigation check.
With advantage for the perception you did before.
With advantage.
No, you mean
Okay.
beep.
So yeah, with investigation that's minus 16.
16. Are you -1 to intelligence?
Yes. I've put most of my points into Dex and charisma.
That's really funny. You know who else is -1 to intelligence?
Do we? Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So when you start feeling around, like you get down on your hands and knees and you start like kind of patching as you're like keeping an eye out in the surroundings. While you're keeping an eye out in the surroundings, Dewey's going to also keep his eye out in the surroundings. He's rolled a 5.
He sees nothing.
He's absolutely cool.
I like how you censored yourself and then swore.
His dick
He's
is
absolutely cool.
His swear word.
Probably not. Probably not.
I don't know what the YouTube algorithm's like.
No, I've just gone very safe with it. But no, please
that's
continue.
Diddly squat. Yeah, so he sees ball.
All right.
I don't know how you thought this was going to go. Wait,
No, it's
by the way,
exactly
you're going to have 2 episodes because I can't stick to a script.
I'm so happy. We are 50 minutes in.
Oh yeah. So you're feeling around, and as you're like you're trying to keep an eye, but you got to focus on the investigation. And as you're doing it, you kind of like you're scuffing, and as you start to scuff the middle discolored part, you feel it's like it's loose. And then as you like kind of put a bit more pressure on it, the whole 10-foot like circle just kind of goes
Caves in.
completely caves in, and down the bottom you see maybe like a 15-foot drop. So it's just enough to stop you from being able to jump and climb out. Maybe Dewey could do it. He's really tall.
Yeah.
He's got long arms.
Yeah.
But like a normal person would struggle to climb out.
Yeah. Me standing on the shoulders
Yeah.
of Dewey could probably make out. But
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you and Dewey would make out all the time.
Like we would.
You'd look into his eyes and he'd go,
Dewey.
oh, like that.
Wonderful character work we're going to get into later.
I can't wait until I start putting on my weird bad English accent for every other NPC you meet.
Yeah.
Yep. And as that caves in, you notice that the circle is actually it's rather symmetrical for something that would look like it would be crudely dug out. So this is like it's very smooth. It's smoothed out. And then at the very bottom there are like several like wooden stakes jabbed into the ground,
Like spiked. Yes.
Yeah, like spikes. And like there are some bones and stuff down there. Actually, that's not true. They haven't been here that long. There are some corpses down there. Moldy corpses. They're really gross. And then that was like a Donald Trump thing. They have some corpses. They're gross. They're really gross.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's pretty good since you've been in America. Gee, that's
I'm glad I did this after America.
after the Epstein files came out. Yeah.
They may have not let me into the country.
Yeah.
Do you know who I am?
I'm glad you enjoyed. Glad you enjoyed your trip.
I enjoyed my trip. It was a nice trip. I went very far.
So there was a pit with some spikes in it.
There's a pit with some spikes in it. There's some a few people have fallen for this trap and it's been reset. As you're seeing all of this, you hear. So you're not going to be surprised by it. Now, surprise is if somebody like sneaks up on you, for example, and you go into a round of combat. You have a round of combat where you spend your turn being surprised.
Yeah.
And then they all get to beat the crap out of you while you're surprised.
Yeah.
But as that happens,
Kieran's rolling the die.
I've rolled a natural 20. Jesus Christ.
Oh no. My character hears something, and I'm imagining just a cock of the head.
You hear some rustling.
Yeah.
Like you kind of cock your ear. You hear rustling on either side of the trail.
My gun is drawn.
And you hear like a chook, and you hear the whistle of a bolt as it lodges itself into Dewey's arm, and as he gets hit from the sides of like either of the track, and it does 9 damage to it.
Gee whiz.
Because I rolled a crit, which means it was double damage.
That, I don't imagine Dewey has a huge amount of hit points. Is that, how is Dewey looking after that?
Oh, he's fine.
He's all right?
Yeah, he's got a pretty good amount of hit points.
yeah.
How many hit points do you have?
That's a great question. 22.
More than that.
Yeah, great.
Because I've just grabbed an NPC stat sheet for him.
Yeah, great.
If I had to make him an actual character, that'd be too much effort, and I hate putting in effort.
Fair enough.
But it hurts. Now, because of that, I'm going to ask you and Dewey and the snake to roll initiative.
All right, here we
So-
go. So that would be 16.
16. Okay.
So I've just rolled a d20 and added my initiative modifier, which is +3. So
Yep,
that's
so-
16 total. So there's actually a lot of maths in D&D.
There is. It's more that I have to keep track of everyone's HP, and you keep
Yeah.
track of yours.
Yeah.
So out of everyone that's involved in this, basically, the really hard part about DMing is that you are literally everything that the characters aren't. So if the
Yes.
that can be anyone for the characters go when you've written a cool campaign, and then the characters go, I need to go to the bank.
Yep.
You know, oh great, now I need to be a bank teller. And then they walk into the bank, and you have to invent this bank teller,
Yeah,
or
100%.
they want to go and they see a cricket on
Yeah.
the ground and it runs off out of the city, and they go, that must be
What's the story of the cricket?
And really what's happened is you were just trying to add flavor and make the world livable, and they go, that cricket must mean something, follow it, and then they follow it for an hour and a half, and you're like, great, I'm glad that I wasted my Friday night chasing this goddamn cricket.
Yeah. Did you need me to roll for J.J. Abrams?
Oh, I rolled for JJ.
Oh, awesome,
But you
awesome.
can roll for JJ.
No,
if you want.
As long as somebody did.
Do you think JJ follows your commands in combat?
No,
Yeah,
no. J.J. Abrams does his own thing.
Yeah, okay, great. Then I think that JJ's going to go. Yeah. I forgot, I've written him as PS in the initiative order, but I'm going to change it to JJ. So, if I have to give another description of how you're sitting, currently your carriage is stopped.
Yep.
There is a giant 10-foot hole here.
Yep.
You're here.
Yep. Okay, so I'm on the edge of the hole.
You're on the edge of the hole. Dewey's on the carriage.
Yep. Just been shot in the arm.
Just been shot in the arm. The snake is on the
strut
on
still.
the strut still. He's just snoozing. The bolts came from the right-hand side.
Ah.
Because you've got you have a tree line on both sides of you.
Yep.
Right?
So behind me to my right,
yes.
a bolt came out
Kind
of
of.
the
So
forest.
if you're this way, it kind of happened like like that. So
Yeah,
it came
great.
out of the forest that way behind, but in line with Dewey.
Yeah.
So then running out of the forest on the left-hand side now,
Yeah.
you hear "Ha!" as you see a bandit come sprinting out.
Sprinting.
Yeah, sprinting out. He's got his scimitar drawn.
Wow.
A scimitar is a curved bandit sword.
Yeah.
Almost like a cutlass, but fatter.
Yeah.
And he comes sprinting out, and he's going to try and... can you please make an athletics check?
Absolutely.
As he's going to try and grapple you.
16.
16? Okay. So...
I'm rolling amazingly today.
I'm not. as a grapple check is when when somebody goes to make a grab action as their turn. So turns are usually broken down into an action, a bonus action, and there are some things known as free actions. And then you also have your movement, which is separate to that.
Yeah.
There is also a reaction, which you, for some things, can proc on the opposition's turn.
Yeah.
For example, if these guys are in combat and then the bandit tries to run away from Noah, and he doesn't use his turn to disengage safely, Noah can punch him as like a reaction. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the breakdown of how the combat happens. Anyway, so this man comes running out. He's got his scimitar in one hand, and he tries to grab a hold of your jacket. He grabs you, like, he's trying to grab you here to like try and like wrestle with you, but you hurt him just as he starts running, and you kind of slip him.
I'm able to escape his grasp.
You give him the slip, and so he's kind of standing around doing diddly squat. And then from the other side,
Yes.
From that back section again, one of them comes running out with his sword drawn, and he's going to take a swing up at Dewey.
Oh.
And he hits.
Dewey!
And he kind of gashes Dewey's arm.
Oh, no.
Only three, he's doing like 3 damage. As he slashes Dewey and gashes him on the arm.
Oh, no.
And cool. And then following that, it is now your turn.
So I've got 2 bandits.
So you have 2 bandits. One's in front of you currently. He's
Yep.
just been shrugged off you.
Yep.
So he's directly in front of you. You have one that's standing next to the cart next to Dewey.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes. But then you also, upon like looking around, you can see another one on the right, still in the forest, reloading his crossbow. And you see another one on the left that's getting ready to take a shot.
Okay, so I want to target the one that's about to take the shot. if I attack that one, the one that's closest to me, are they going to be able to have a reaction or not? Because I'm attacking, I'm not running away.
As long as you don't run away, yeah.
Yeah.
But the attack will be a disadvantage because you're making a range attack with someone that's directly in your field of view. So if someone's like right up against you and you're trying,
I don't want to attack the guy next to me.
No, you're shooting past him.
Yeah, past him.
And because you're shooting past him, it's a disadvantage.
Okay. The problem is that my revolver is a ranged weapon, so it's either that or I try to punch.
Exactly.
I have to run away or disengage.
You could pistol whip him.
Oh, it's true. I've got a whip.
Yeah, you could also pistol whip him.
Yeah.
There's nothing that just because it says it's a ranged weapon doesn't mean you can't smack him in the face with the side of your gun.
True.
Also, do whatever you want. I don't need to actually. You're a seasoned sharp. Do it. You can do it without disadvantage. We don't need to make it. We don't need to be that.
No. I'm happy to. No, I think I'll use my whip.
Yeah.
On the guy that's closest to me.
Yep.
And just give him a hit with it.
Yeah.
It's got a 10-foot reach, so I reckon I could just.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you just trying to belt him in the face?
Yeah, just give him a whack to try and like.
Are you trying to knock him away from you, or are you just trying to hit him? Like, are you trying to like knock him down the hole?
It'd be great if I could like just daze him. I'm gonna whip him to try and grapple him with the whip.
Okay, so can you make a D20 with adding the whip bonus?
Yes, which is
It should be your dexterity plus your proficiency modifier.
Yes, so it should be +6 is what this reckons.
Yeah, so you should have +3 proficiency, +3 to dex.
Yeah,
great.
I'm pretty sure.
It's a D20 plus that, and he'll be rolling against an athletics check.
So that's 24.
He fails. So as he comes in, he grabs you on the jacket.
Yep.
You kind of give him the slip. As he does back, that arm that he grabbed, you just kind of whip through, grab your whip, and you flick it up. Underarm and lashes around his wrist.
Yeah,
he looks at it, and then.
Yeah. Can I...
As a bonus, you could totally... I'll let you do whatever you want with it, yeah.
Oh, great. Can I, like, flick him towards the direction of the hole and then step out of the way, like throw him in that direction?
Yeah, let's... Uh-oh.
You've not rolled well,
He's rolled a 4.
Oh, so do I need to roll again?
Nah. No. What I'll do is, like, whenever you're trying to maneuver someone with the whip, as an action, you can grapple them with it, and then as a bonus action, I'll let you maneuver them.
Oh, cool.
And we'll say that you can like displace them over.
Yeah.
It will release the grapple, but if you move them. But what it will do is you can then move them like 5 feet around.
Great.
So you can either send them away from you, pull them towards you, or you can move them in that cube, right?
That's really cool.
Gives you a bit of fun flexibility with it. And seeing as you're right next to the hole. So what happens is he comes and he lunges at you, you give him the slip, you give him the whip, you give him the flick, and then he falls down the hole, and you just hear, ah! As you just hear the squelching sound of him getting impaled on all the spikes that he put there.
Yep.
And you hear, oh! Which would do...
Beautiful.
There's no dex there. I could save it. Let's guess.
Can I say I'm so glad this is going well because this is the coolest I've ever been in D&D. It's always a disaster.
I think it is.
So Kieren is rolling a selection of D4s.
Yes, I'm rolling 4d4 for the spike damage.
Oh.
But he's made a saving throw to see if he like evaded them on the fall down.
I see.
Which, if you make that save, you would take half the damage.
Mm-hmm.
So half of 9, then we round up, so it'll be 5. So he takes 5 piercing damage, and he is currently restrained. By the spikes.
Yes.
Yeah, as you look and you peered out, and he's just kind of like, So he's not dead.
But he's not looking good.
But he's not getting up.
And he's also stuck in a hole.
He's also stuck in a hole that is designed to stop people from climbing out of said hole.
Yes, gotcha.
Yes. Expert engineering down there.
Fabulous.
What cool guy came up with this? And then you still have some movement on your turn.
Okay, I might...
About 30 feet of movement.
30 feet of movement.
And they're probably like 25 feet away.
25 feet away.
Roughly.
I might move...
On that side from you, because you're in the center, so it'd be 25.
Yeah, so I might see if I can move a little further just to the right, just to get a little bit more out of
cover
range.
From the guys on the other side?
Yeah.
Sure. So you're kind of obscuring yourself to the people on the other side.
Yeah.
So only the guy that was shooting can see you.
Yeah, 100%.
And then it'll move through to Dewey's turn, and as the bandit comes up and slices him on the arm, you hear a roar, and then you hear as he turns around, and he boots the dude in the face, So you watch it like
Wow.
as he, and I'm going to do some actions. He just kind of off the side of
Just kicks him in the head.
off the side of the as this 7'1" beast then stands to his full
Insert
height.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, so he's gonna like use that to shove him back as like a bonus action shove kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna like Sparta kick him backwards. The guy stumbles backwards.
Yeah.
And Dewey stands up, and as he stands up to his full height, he's gonna grab his great club, and he just jumps off of the thing, and he just like in slow mo comes down,
Word.
and he hits,
Yeah.
and he does the bandit for 9 damage. And that man, and you watch as the club kind of it jumps, and with all the weight of this big brute,
Yeah.
just donsh over the guy's head. Now, have you seen The Walking Dead?
Bits of the Walking
Have you
Dead.
seen the part where are we allowed spoilers on this?
Yeah.
Have you seen the part where Negan baseball bats Glenn?
I've not, but I can imagine a situation with somebody baseball bats
Someone
else.
directly on the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy's face, his head's quite squashed.
Yeah.
His eye is a bit
Oh,
loose in his
no.
socket. He's like, a bit dazed. Is this allowed to be that graphic?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
If not, I'll just say he got smashed in the head with a baseball bat.
Over the top of me being like, he's going to go, and it's like,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Yeah.
he got smashed in the head with a baseball bat.
This is Kieren describing somebody getting mauled.
Mauled by. I was hoping that you might have a pet dog, but you chose a snake.
I chose a snake.
Like,
Dramatically, I thought that was more interesting because I figured you were going the Dubaka route.
what?
Yeah.
Dubaka. Idiot. And so now Dewey.
It's no Princess Maya Lordada.
And now Dewey's like down on the ground level as well. And now one of the other bandits is going to shoot another crossbow bolt at Dewey from the right hand side. And this time Dewey sees it coming. And as the bolt comes past, he just kind of. And then he's going to. And he's just going to snap it in his single hand.
Wow.
That just kind of clicks. And then he just like throws it to the side. Actually, no, he's going to hold it. He's going to click it. And you watch the bottom half of the bolt fall off. And then the other one's going to take a shot at you. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 13.
13. Plus 3, so it just hits. So as you kind of you get back, you got your whip in one hand. This one you get back up against the thing. As you get back up against the thing, a bolt just goes into your shoulder. 3 piercing damage as it skewers you in the shoulder. And then
I'm not stuck to anything. Is it? It's just
no,
in me?
it's not pinning you. It's just in you. It's a light crossbow.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you see the Abrams.
Yes. JJ Abrams.
JJ Abrams. He's gonna spend his turn sleeping.
Copy that.
And then back to the top of the round of initiative, and you hear from the hole just the as he's trying to get himself off the spike, and it's not working. And then the other dazed one is gonna try and he's gonna try and take another swing back at Dubaka with his last little legs, but he's gonna roll at disadvantage because he's mildly concussed. He's gonna hit him.
Yeah.
And it's going to do 3 damage, which is not a lot.
I think we're going to take a bit of a break there. And then, so thank you so much for joining us and have a great week, everyone.
Next time on Hyperfixation.
The name's Fixation. Hyper J Fixation. Now listen, kid.
So you go to whip to grab his leg, and instead you accidentally slit his throat with the whip.
Oh, God!
Just kind of,
Yeah. I can sense something's up the asses of everyone in this town.
There is something.
I've worked for a living, kid. Also, thank you for parking the Falcon. It's the name of the wagon.
Oh,